you know the voice but not the face. Welcome back to Talks with Lania. So today I want to tell you about this mind-racing, chest-tightening feeling that I get most time. Okay? But before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go on ahead to do so now. Hit the subscribe button down below, turn your notification bell on so that you're notified every single time we drop a video. Okay? Please go ahead to like this video and share it to a friend or family. Okay, if you haven't already, check out our first video, which is basically giving you an idea as to what this entire channel is going to be about. Welcome to the family. Okay, let's get into it. So this feeling, it hits hard. It leaves no room for you to even consider being prepared. But then again, is it something that you can even be prepared for? My chest gets tight. My mind starts racing, and I haven't even done anything wrong. It's not one big thing. It's like 100 small things. You have work tomorrow, the emails that I didn't get to reply to, the money I didn't get to save this week, the plans that I haven't made yet. The version of myself I thought I would be by now, it all comes together and it's all just there going around and around and around. And the moment you get to a quiet space, the moment you feel everything is okay, that's when everything comes rushing to the forefront of your brain. The worst part about it is you feel guilty for being anxious, right? Because the people you know, people out there have real problems. They have real pain. And I'm just here overwhelmed by a day of the week. It sounds so crazy, but that's really what's happening. But I have realized something, that guilt, it doesn't help anyone. It just makes you feel worse for feeling bad. But what can I do? Imagine you're sitting in a quiet room. Nothing is happening. No one is yelling at you. No emergency. Nothing. But inside your chest, it feels like something is about to go wrong, but you don't know what it is. You replay every single conversation in your head, everything that happened throughout the day, throughout the week. It may have happened last month, but it's playing back in your head now. A million different outcomes, things you could have said, things you could have done, a different ways the conversation could have played out. So many things you're considering about one single situation that's already in the past. So why is it that we're dwelling on it now? Why is it that it keeps coming up? It keeps showing up in my head. Why can't it go away? Is this anxiety? Or is it a case I'm just a bit crazy? I don't know. But I want you to tell me, is it something that you've also experienced? Please let me know so that, we can talk about it. Because I'm here going through it all. And it's not just fear of something real. It's fear of every single thing possible. And in your 20s, damn, that voice gets loud. It's like you're behind. You should be further along. Look at what your friends are doing. What's wrong with you? And the more you try to ignore that voice, the louder it gets. I think part of the problem is social media, but don't get me wrong, wait. I'm not blaming social media entirely. Okay? Or I'm not blaming social media entirely, of course. I believe the real problem is where the first generation who has to figure out life while watching everyone else figure out theirs in real time. Okay? So let me go a bit further into that. So 20 years ago, approximately 20 years ago, you only knew what your neighbors were doing. But now, You know what a stranger is doing in another country. You know what they're eating for breakfast. You know that they got engaged. You know who bought a house. You know who will start a business. You know every single thing that's happening so far away from you. And your brain starts comparing, even when you tell it not to. Meanwhile, your rent could be due. Your job is exhausting. And you're just trying to make it to Friday without falling apart. But Monday seems to be stuck on a loop. I have a theory. The anxiety isn't really about starting over the week. It's about the one you just survived. Let's take a moment for that. I'm gonna say it again. The anxiety isn't really about starting over the week. It's about the one that you just survived. Your body held it together for 5 days, and then Saturday comes, and you're like, oh yes, Saturday. But wait, you have the house to clean, you have groceries to buy, food to cook. There's so much that you have to do in just one day. And then Sunday is here like, hey. And your body's finally like, okay, we can take a break now. But can you? Did you complete everything that you had to do yesterday? Was that assignment done? Did you cook dinner? Did you prep for work? That's what I thought. And then it can bring you to tears sometimes. And that's when your chest seems so tight. Sometimes you can't sleep at night. And I used to think that something was wrong with me, or maybe a small part of me, I still do think that. But looking at it now, I'm thinking something is right with me. My body is just tired and it's asking for a break. But we don't give ourselves break. We don't give ourselves grace. We just keep pushing, and then we wonder why we feel so heavy. We don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve. We don't give ourselves the acknowledgement that we deserve. We just keep going and going and going and going. Where's the grace that you just gave somebody else? Where's the encouragement that you just gave to your friend? Where's the love that you just showed to your family member? Why aren't you giving it to yourself? I haven't figured out how to stop it. Don't get me wrong, I have not. And I don't think anyone has a magic answer. But I have learned one thing. I don't have to fight it alone. And I don't have to pretend it's not there. These days, when the feeling creeps in and my chest gets tight, I try to let it out. For me, I turn my thoughts into words. And occasionally, I ask myself, what do you need? Sometimes it's rest. Sometimes it's just a walk. Sometimes it's just sitting with the feeling and letting it pass. It all depends on you and what works for you, which you need to figure out. Figure out what makes you happy, what makes you comfortable. What do you do in your downtime? Whether it's watching movies, it's chilling, taking yourself out on a date. Solo dates are a thing, and let's get into it, okay? Whether it's doing your maintenance. For some person, doing maintenance makes them feel so happy. Get your hair done, get your nails done. Do something for yourself, okay? And here, I'm gonna say here in Jamaica, between the rising costs of groceries, groceries just increased, crazy. But and the pressure of hustling, because one job, really, that's another talk. But anyway, the anxiety hits different. It's like there's so much going on in the world, in Jamaica I should say. There's so much going on, but we just have to take it one step at a time. And if your chest gets tight and you feel overwhelmed too, you're not broken. You're just human. And you're not alone. Now, I want to know what it feels like for you and how you have been processing it. So leave a comment down below letting me know. Let it all out. Please let it all out. Again, I am reading every single comment, and you never might know when your comment might just be your next topic. I am open and willing and will be so happy for you guys to leave your feedback down below. Remember to share this video with a friend if you know that this is something that that person needs to hear. And leave a like and subscribe to the channel so that you stay tuned for our next videos. So lovely, life is a journey. Talking is how I process it, and I want to thank you for sitting with me through this one. Same voice, same place, next talk next week. Take care. Bye.